The NFL Scouting Combine begins later this week, where fortunes will be made and lost based on fractions of seconds running a 40-yard dash. With so much at stake, most guys now train for the Combine and their hopeful NFL careers at specialty camps that prepare them for all the poking and the prodding and physical tests that they'll face both at the Combine and eventually on the fields on Sundays. One such camp is run by Tom Shaw. It's run out of ESPN's Wide World of Sports complex in Disney World down in Florida, which brings us to one of the oldest pranks in the book. Get a bunch of NFL hopefuls together for training, tell them there is a wild gorilla on the loose, and let the hilarity ensue. Watch. Yeah, there were just a few hearts that may have skipped a beat or two during that. The gorilla in the video is played by former Central Florida linebacker Corey Hogue, and one of the many screaming and scared football players, Auburn running back Mario Fannin. Both guys join us now on ESPN First Take. Corey, how did you get picked to play the role of the gorilla?
Well, one day I just happened to stay late doing a little extra work with Mike Huey, and I stumbled upon them talking about it, Coach Shaw and some of the other coaches, Mike and Brian and Frank, and they had asked me to do the part. So I said, I'd love to do it. I love getting in there and doing pranks and jokes, so I stepped up.
Well, you pulled it off very well. You can just ask Mario, who's sitting next to you there. Mario, how did the trick actually play out? Because somehow they have to make you guys believe that there is a gorilla on the loose.
We were just actually doing a couple ankle workouts up and down the sand pit. And Coach Shaw said, hold on, we're getting the call in. And they chirped in on the next tail, and they said it's a gorilla loose. And so everybody's like, yeah, right. And next thing you know, we're running back from the workout we was doing, and Corey jumps out the bushes, and everybody just panics and runs away. So it was a pretty good scare.
Corey, when you jumped from the bushes, what did you do to try to act like a gorilla? Where did you get that inspiration?
I guess just watching a couple movies and just seeing how they run. I was worried about getting out without falling because I had to avoid a bunch of palm fronds and trees. So once I heard the cue, then I just jumped out and started screaming.
Were you? Oh, you actually were making noises then?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I mean, I only had about 5 seconds, so they realized it was fake. So I had to make the best of it.
I hate to ask you this because you're probably going to feel silly doing it, but what sort of noises did you make?
I really just screamed. I really just was trying to jump up and get out of the way of all the bushes. So I just whatever noise came out, I guess.
Well, whatever you did, it worked. Now, Mario, take us back there. And this is all in good fun. Everybody was scared. What are you thinking when you get your first glimpse of this gorilla?
I was thinking, like, the first thing was to play dead. But then I thought about it again, and I was like, that shouldn't work. So I tried to run away with everybody else, and then I saw Corey start chasing them, so I tried to reverse field in the sand pit, work on my lateral quickness, and get back the other way fast as I could.
Now, was it literally every man for himself?
It was. It definitely was. It was a scary moment. You don't really expect to get something like that.
Corey, you're scaring some pretty big, strong, athletic guys. Was there ever a point where you started thinking, wait a minute, one of these guys might turn on me and take a swing?
Well, the first time we had planned it out, we had made it where I was going to come out of the entrance of the sand pit, and we said that might not be a good idea because that's the only outlet for them to run. So then we had to switch it up where I came out of the side. So it kind of gave everyone a way to run so they weren't just running through the bushes and maybe running me over.
Do you want to throw anybody under the bus, Mario? Who was the most frightened of all the players?
Oh, Lord.
I'm going to have to go with Fred and Jarvis. Jarvis is my roommate, and Fred, he's down there working out with us. And I honestly remember him talking about, man, if I seen a gorilla, I'd do this and this. And next thing you know, when Corey jumps out of the bushes, he starts screaming like a little girl. And Jarvis ran away probably like the fastest out of everybody, so it was pretty funny.
Well, that was very funny. And now, Mario, is there any chance that you can take anything from that experience that will actually help you at the NFL Combine?
Yeah, it helped me on my shuttle. Definitely just being able to get low and stay low and get out my cuts quick. So it was a pretty good experience.
All right, Corey, you and Mario are roommates at the camp. Take us into your room after the prank. What was the conversation like after you guys got back?
Just everyone reacting to it because no matter how many times you watch the video, you still get a different reaction because you look at everyone's individual reaction to the video. So it was good to kind of laugh about everyone's, and it was hard for me personally to keep it from everyone because I knew about 3 days in advance. So, you know, other roommates, Christian and Jarvis, and you know, Mario over here, it was hard for me to keep it from them. So after it, then we all just started talking about it.
It's a classic prank. Mario, any plans on revenge?
Definitely. You know, his time will come. His time will definitely come. I'm gonna surprise him with something. I'm not sure yet, but it'll come to me.
Well, please have a video camera rolling, and we'd love to see it. That is just, I can't look at that enough. Very funny stuff. Guys, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it. Corey, I don't know what that is behind you, creeping behind you. It looks like, no. Wow, you did it.
Funny.
Very good. All right, guys, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.